Greetings, 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 Divine Gala family. What going? I hope y'all doing all right today. So we are going to tap in just to get a collective message to see what comes out for you all. Again, I hope y'all doing all right. I hope everything is working out the way that it needs to for y'all. Gratitude to all new subscribers, to all returning subscribers, and everybody that just stops by. Gratitude. I appreciate your time. We're going to go ahead and jump in. It is Tuesday, May 5th, so they say. We're going to tap in and just see what comes out collectively for y'all, and then I'm going to let y'all go. I ain't going to keep y'all too long. Somebody got some happiness coming into themselves. This is something that you've been waiting on for quite some time now. You wasn't quite sure how long it was going to take for this to come into you, and you could be a little upset at how things were, or you know how things was coming in. But you're definitely being divinely gifted and blessed in this moment as to what it is that you have coming to yourself, okay? Ashe. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and tap in. See what it is that, you know, y'all need. Wow. All right. What message is it here for the collective? What is it that they need to see? Okay. Yep, so we got turning away. We got the 8 of Cups coming out. You guys are walking away from something, and this is your clarity to make peace with walking away from it and leaving it in your past. Whatever it is that you got, you know, going on, or whatever it is that you're dealing with, whatever it is that you need to turn away from and leave behind, it is now time to walk away from it so that you guys can move on into your divine clarity. This is what you need to know. Some of y'all could have been second guessing whether y'all needed to walk away or whether it was worth walking away. It is. You got to get on out of that energy. You got to get away from it so that you are bringing in different energy and different things are happening to you, for you, and surrounding you. It is time to leave. You may not want to leave the situation. You may want to still be in that, you know, vicinity or in that relationship, in that connection. This could be your family, your friends, you know, your co-workers, or whatever the case is. But it is time for you to walk away from this, okay? You guys are going through being frustrated. That's how you could tell whether you need to leave the situation or not. You're highly frustrated as to what is happening, okay? Something is going on and it's making you feel some type of way, but it is clearly time to walk away from that. Leave it behind, okay? You have something different coming into yourself, especially with the Knight of Swords showing up here. So as you guys are moving away and walking away from what isn't serving you, just a quick... Okay, so as y'all walking away from what is not serving you and, you know, allowing yourself to move into the energy of things that is, you have big changes coming into yourself. You turning away from this energy is going to bring in big changes. It is going to bring in the change that you've been asking for. You guys are thinking about things and you are taking your time, but now it is time to seize the moment, okay? Some of you guys have accomplished a lot of things that is bringing in this big change, and it is time to move forward into that. Some of y'all could have been, you know, going through a low competition or in some competitive energy. You could be a Leo or an Aquarius. But either way it goes, you know, it is time for you to move forward from that. You could also be a Capricorn, Aquarius, or a Gemini. With the Ace of Swords out here as well. You're moving, you're moving forward. You're moving forward. You're no longer stuck inside of things that is going to hold you back, and things that is going to hinder you, and things that is going to block you or stop you. You are moving into some different energy. You could also be a Gemini or a Pisces. You're moving forward out of this energy. You are finding things that is helping you. You are finding things that is bringing you into your divine peace and happiness. So some of y'all may be struggling to walk away, but it's time for you to go ahead and do that, big fella, because the big changes that you've been asking for are here. The things that you've been calling into yourself is showing up in this very moment, okay? So it is definitely time for you to seize the moment of what is here and what is happening and what you have called into yourself, all right? So we got the Queen of Cups coming out next for you guys. Let me make sure y'all can still see that. So when we look at the energy of the Queen of Cups, we are looking at somebody who is very dedicated. We are looking at, again, Gemini and Cancer energy. We are looking at somebody who is intuitively tapped in. You were told that you needed to go ahead and exit the situation by your divine guides, okay? Whoever you are, you can be loving, you can be kind, but you also need to know when it is time to leave and walk away. You need to understand when it is time for you to release things that is not serving you. You can be this gentle, kind, loving person who is always there for other people, but when it is time for you to focus on self, you need to be able to do that. You need to be able to detach so that you can do what it is that you need to do for self. Not always trying to be there and show up for other people all the time. Sometimes you have to give that same energy back to yourself that you've been giving out to others for so long, okay? So keep that in mind. What else is here that we need to see? What else is here that we need to see? All right. All right. So we got, yep. So you're looking at what is going on around you and you are paying attention to things. You are guarding what it is that you are calling into yourself. You are guarding your emotions and your feelings at this time. And people is paying attention to what is going on around you and surrounding you to see whether this is what you are going to do or what really needs to be done. So when we are looking at the energy of the Page of Swords, we are looking at Aquarius energy still. We are looking at somebody who is finding a different way to do things. You are finding a different way to communicate. You have a thirst for knowledge and you want to make sure that you understand what it is that you're learning and you're experiencing and going through. So you are allowing yourself to, kindly go through things, but as you guard yourself with the things that you are learning, with the things that you are picking up, implementing, and going through, you're guarding and protecting yourself from this, okay? Some of you guys could be struggling or feel like you are struggling, but you are definitely protected. Whatever you are facing, whatever it is that you are going through, whatever it is that you are currently experiencing, you are coming out of that because you are determined to come out of that. You refuse to accept defeat, and because you refuse to accept being defeated, things are going to change for you drastically, okay? Because you are guarding and protecting your heart space, you are guarding and protecting your emotions, your inheritance and the things that you are bringing in and calling into yourself, you are protecting, okay? So continue to do that because, again, you are protecting it with clarity. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who also sits with your divine spirit team and you allow things to be given to you that you know is going to work well for you, or things that is going to help aid you positively along your path and your journey. So you're moving in a divine light in this moment, and there's nothing wrong with that. Keep going as you rest and allow yourself to be rejuvenated. Voila. We got the Devil in the reverse. So when we are looking at the Devil in reverse, whatever was going on, whatever was here, you're not worried about it. You are allowing yourself to move on so that you can get through what it is that may be hindering you or holding you back. You are not allowing yourself to be stumped. You are not allowing people to come in and play with you or, play in your energy. You could be a Capricorn, very grounded being, but you're allowing yourself to detach, like I said earlier, from whatever was hindering you or holding you back. Be okay with removing yourself from it, okay? And I feel like you are guarding yourself and removing yourself from anything that is not serving you. You are allowing yourself to walk away from things that, are, bringing you down and things of that nature. You are overcoming things. Whether it's the need to be with people, whether it's the need to, be in certain energy that does not allow you to be in your greatest, whoever you are releasing things and you are exploring new ways of doing things. You are coming out of that energy and into something that is more elevating, more pleasing, more powerful, okay? Ashe. I know that's right. I know that's right. Like I said, you could be a Capricorn or you could be, connected to one. You could also be connected to a Virgo, because as you are detaching yourself, you are doing this from a state of oneness. You are doing this from a state of going into yourself to figure out what it is that you need, okay? You're definitely unattached from the things that used to hinder you, block you, the things that were stopping you or causing you to feel like you weren't making it or you were struggling. You are detaching yourself from that energy. You no longer dwell in that type of energy, or you no longer ground yourself in sorrow or misery and heartache and stuff like that. You're actually allowing yourself to move forward. You understand what it is that you got to do, and you doing that, big fella. You detached yourself from things that, you know, are, you know, hounding you. So the Three of Pentacles came out in the Three of Cups came out in the reverse. When we are looking at the Three of Cups in the reverse, we are looking at someone's situation who basically, you know, you were supposed to be celebrating with a certain type of people. You could be a Cancer, but, you know, somebody is basically walking away from something, spending a lot of time alone, and it makes sense because you're in hermit mode. So as you're in hermit mode, you're not celebrating with others. You're not in the energy of seeing what it is that people got going on or wanting to be around other people. You are not in the energy of, you know, allowing yourself to be attached to what someone else is going on or going through. You're frustrated because of the actions of others around you. So you went inside of yourself to figure out what it is that you need to do, how it needs to be done so that you can get it done. Even if it means leaving things and people and places behind, you are detaching so that you can move forward. And you are inwardly getting this advice. You are going within to be told what it is that is going to best serve you and suit you at this time. And you are making those changes. So you could be somebody who liked to party or who always like to be there for other people. You could be someone who, you know, is a people's person, real social butterfly. You know, everybody love you and love being around you and getting your time and attention, but that's not what you're giving 1101. As I'm saying that, that's not what you're giving them. You're giving them something completely different. You're in the energy of withdrawal, and they don't understand that, okay? What else is here? Ashe. Yep, you don't withdraw because of all that you felt that you had to lose. You felt like it's a lot of things that didn't align to what it is that you had going on in your life and what it is that you were expecting. So because things were not aligning the way that you expected it to align, you feel like you've lost out on enough and you don't want to take any more loss. You don't want to lose anything else because you've taken enough time to lose what you've already lost. And you understand, you know, what you need to remove from yourself so that you're not going through the energy of loss. You're not going through this repetitive cycle of losing things. Some of you guys could be very disappointed in the energy that was surrounding you, whether it was people, friends, places, whatever the case is. You are no longer happy with that energy. You are disappointed with it. You understand that this energy is leaving you in regret. It is making you feel like a failure or that you are not moving forward. It is bringing more grief than happiness. It is making you feel like you're losing more than you're gaining, so you are walking away from this. This could cause some of you guys to feel lonely. You could decide that you got to detach from some people, and detaching from these people means that you have to be by yourself, which brings in the sense of loneliness, what makes you feel like you've lost out on a lot, but you have not, okay? This is the energy of the Scorpio. Whatever it is that you're going through, you'll get through it. You must feel what it is that you are going through so that you can get out of it and better yourself, okay? You can bring understanding to your feelings and your emotions while you are alone and in hermit mode, all right? You don't have to be around people to understand you and your life. Sometimes you need silence and quiet time to be able to do that, and this is what some of you guys are experiencing. It may not feel like, you know, it's the best energy at this time or like it's something that you really want to experience, but you're experiencing it, and it's happening quickly for you. Whatever changes, whatever things you were waiting for, whatever, you know, you've been asking for, whatever you've been manifesting, it is here. Some of you have been hearing that for a very long time, that it's here, but not realizing that some of your thoughts alter your reality, or some of the things that you do, it pushes things back a little bit from you. But you've detached yourself from that way of thinking. You detached yourself from that way of feeling and those emotions, and you are allowing yourself to stand in your knowing of what it is that you know. So this is coming in quickly for you. It is coming in faster than you can blink. You've been waiting on this change for a very long time, and you've been waiting on it, you know, patiently. You could be a Sagittarius or connected to one, but you understand that your change is here. Things are going to happen quickly for you. You are aligned and in divine alignment. Some of you guys are going to receive some type of good news as well that is going to be very exciting to you. It's going to shift the energy that you've been feeling. It's going to shift this grief into happiness and divine joy and peace and blessings because of what it is that this Eight of Wands is bringing in for you, okay? Ashe. So the Eight of Wands is definitely bringing in change that is going to allow you guys to be in the energy that, you know, it restores you and brings in things that you've been asking for quite some times. Some of you guys, I'm telling you, this could be pertaining to a relationship and you releasing and letting people go. Some of y'all have not made a decision on a connection in a relationship with someone. You could have been contemplating walking away from it. You could have been contemplating leaving this person alone and just not quite sure if this would have been the best idea for you or if this is really what you should do. But you got to make sure that, you know, again, Sagittarius energy, you got to make sure that whatever it is that you are going through, remember, this is a test of faith, just to see how you are going to react. It's going to test your boundaries. It's going to test what it is that you're experiencing to see whether you are deserving of this, whether this is for you, or whether you just still, you know, have some things that you have to get through so that you can see what it is that you need to see. Sagittarius and Cancer energy, okay? The Two of Cups represents the Cancer. So you are learning how to balance yourself. You are learning how to balance yourself through these tests of, you know, faith, of, you know, life. When life is testing you and you're going through certain things and you proclaim to be a certain way, life is going to test you. The universe is going to send in something that is going to make you feel like it is either making you or breaking you. And it is your choice to stand or it is your choice to fail. But I believe that a lot of you guys are balanced in this energy because you understand where your divine happiness comes from. There's some energy inside of you that has allowed you to unify yourself, not only to your divine soul, but your ancestral spirit guides and those that are guiding you. We have the energy of the Empress coming out. So when we look at the energy of the Empress, we are looking at someone who has definitely made it through a lot of different things. We are looking at someone who understands what it is that she desires. We're looking at Taurus energy. I don't know what that is. Looking at Taurus energy here, someone who is definitely coming into divine abundance. You've accomplished this. You've developed this, okay? You have put in the time and the work for this, and it is coming. You are deserving of it. You're balancing yourself through it. This is something that you are deserving, okay? So allow yourself to bask in the joy of what is happening to you. Some of y'all are going from walking away from things, and it may have made you really feel some type of way to walk away from whatever situations you had to walk away from, but you are going to be gifted. You have blessings coming in because you release these burdens and the pain that you were feeling from those people who you felt like you loved and, you know, you cherished them and they were everything to you, even though you may have not been everything to them. You guys are definitely learning different ways to move through your energy and how to manifest in ways in which it is bringing forth abundance to you, and you are deserving of this abundance that you are coming into, okay? Is there any other messages that I need? Ashe. Final draw. Final draw. Is there anything else that I need to see for the collective? Final draw. Final draw. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Final draw. Is it anything else? Final draw. So we have on the bottom of the deck the Ace of Cups. You manifested what is happening to you, okay? So the last four cards that you guys have out is the Seven of Pentacles. You have manifested what is coming in. You've worked for this. You've released everything that is not serving you. You've turned away from certain connections and relationships. You also have the Queen of Wands here with the Five of Swords. So somebody is upset that you chose to walk away. Somebody is upset at how you chose to show up in this energy. They thought that they were going to be able to hold you for a while. They wanted to, you know, get to you in the best ways that they can. Still Taurus energy. But you guys are not accepting this. You are still planning to move ahead. Whoever you are, you set your seeds, you planted your seeds for long-term success, and you understood that in order for you to gain this long-term success that you were, you know, willing to gain. Gemini energy, when we look at the Ten of Swords, you had to release and walk away from certain things. And now that you have done that, somebody is having nightmares about you being gone. Somebody is overwhelmed that you chose yourself. Somebody is not pleased with the fact that you are no longer allowing them access to you because they really desire to have this access. They don't feel like you should have cut them off. Could be a Pisces or a Virgo, or an Aries, or an Aquarius, okay? But somebody feels like, you know, you shouldn't have did this to them. But you moved, you moved from a wholehearted energy, okay? You were determined to focus on yourself, because you always focus on everyone else. You always focus on other people, because you like to be, you know, the person that is always there for others. You like to be the person that they can call on, even though it doesn't feel good when you cannot call on them or rely on them in return. You like to be the person that they can call on. And this has caused them to betray you. This has caused you to feel betrayal. This has caused you to feel like, regardless of what it is that you and this person had agreed upon, this person is doing things to win at all costs. They are doing things to come against you. They are doing things to cause conflicts, because they want you to surrender. They want you to turn against what you chose and go back to them. They want you to make a U-turn and come back into their lives, but you refuse to do this, Aquarius. Or you could be someone who is connected to an Aquarius, but you refuse to do this. You're not giving them the satisfaction of going back or turning around. You're not giving them the satisfaction of seeing you fold. You are continuing your journey, regardless of what it is that these people are saying, doing, asking, or whatever the case is. You're not allowing it. And there's nothing wrong with that. You got to keep moving in the energy that is working best for you and helping you and allowing you to elevate along your path and your journey. What are the messages that they need? What rebel messages do the collective need today? Please give me just one. What are the rebel messages that the collective needs for today? Shay, take a fucking trip, okay? Go see some shit. Go do new things. Talk to people cooler than yourself. So it's time for you guys to take a trip. It is time for you guys to step out, okay? Some of you guys are giving too many fucks. Y'all are caring way more about other people than you are, you know, needing to care. Continue to put that care, time, and love and energy into yourself, okay? Some of you guys could even need to take a shot. You know, just one, not a whole lot. You know, get you a shot in there as a little celebration of what it is that you made it through, because you turned away. You made a divine choice to turn away from what was not serving you. And now you are coming into your divine abundance and inheritance. You are deserving of it. You have planted these seeds. Now it is time to watch your harvest, okay? Now it is time for you to see your harvest grow, a bountiful harvest, all right? I send you all peace, love, and light. Until next time, continue to be great and elevate each and every day along your path and your journey. Continue to allow yourself to balance and become one with your darkness, so that you are operating in divine energy, okay? I'll show you all. See y'all tomorrow.